Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Welcome to your posture session today. We're going to be doing some adjustments, doing some measuring of the posture, and just trying to overall improve the health and wellness of the neck, spine, and head area. How does that sound?
It sounds great.
Okay, so before we begin, I just want to get a little bit of background about the way that you sit and how your lifestyle is. Are you often at a desk? Do you spend a lot of time at a desk?
I spend a lot of time at a desk.
Okay, how many hours a day would you say on average?
Honestly, probably over 8.
Over 8 hours. And are you often looking at a screen at that time?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me just whereabouts, sort of using your hands, where that screen is for you in relation to your chair? So the eye line.
It's a pretty big computer, so it's probably here.
Okay. So it's not, you're not looking down at a laptop.
No.
You're looking more straight.
Yes.
Okay, and what type of chair are you typically sitting in? Is it an ergonomical chair or is it more of like a dining chair?
It's an ergonomical chair.
Okay, very good. So those are both excellent things, but of course we do often in modern life look down at our phones. I assume you have your phone. Do you spend additional time on your phone after those 8 hours on the computer?
I probably do, yeah.
Probably do. Okay, so let's just take an overall look. I'm just going to be lifting your hair here so I can see. And just try and be as natural as possible. I just want to see where you're currently at. There's no right or wrong answer. And so I'm noticing here already just a slight curving in the back of the spine here. It's not quite a kyphosis. It's not that severe, but there is a slight rounding there. The head is shifted slightly forward on the body, so we don't have quite a straight line from the spine up to the head. Looking on this side now, and there does seem to be a slight rotation here in the head as well, slightly favoring the left side. And the shoulders slightly higher on the right side than the left side. Again, this is just all I can see with my bare naked eyes here. We'll do some more measuring in just a moment. And just an overall shift upwards that way with the head tilted that way, so you have the sense that the body is moving to the left here. Okay. My left, your right, rather. All right, so I'm just going to start out. I'm going to put your hair up in a clip here just so I can really see the neck shoulder area.
Okay.
And I'm also going to do a couple of really quick pain tests before we start any adjustments.
Okay.
That way I'm not hurting you. How does that feel?
That feels good.
Okay. All right, so starting out with some basic measurements. And what I'm looking for here is symmetry, not a specific number, because we're all shaped differently. So I'm going to get from the base of the ear on this side down to the base of the neck. Doing the same thing on this side, base of the ear. So it's a little shorter on this side, a little more elongated on this side. From the base of the neck to the shoulder. Again, same thing, a little shorter on this side. So what that's meaning is that you're sort of tilting this way, and this is stretching out. Taking a look. Just going to get from the shoulder blade here down to the front clavicle. And just a little bit more either swollen or the clavicle or the back shoulder blade is sticking out a little bit more on this left side than the right side. going to get from the top of the shoulder down. And again, the shoulder is a little bit higher, so the base here, a little bit higher on this side and this side. Getting the neck and the back here, just from the base of the neck. And this measurement I'm definitely going to take again afterwards to see if we've created any sort of length. And just finding the center line of the head here. Again, just confirming that we're seeing that slight tilt. So before I start moving your head and shoulders, I'm going to do a few tests here that are going to tell me if there's any pain or compression of the spine, any issues with the nerves, because we don't want to be hurting you while we're trying to reset the posture. Okay, so I'm going to press gently on the head. Tell me if there's any pain here.
No pain.
No pain down back here, right?
No pain.
Nothing? Okay, I'm going to lift you up gently. Same thing. Any discomfort?
No.
Okay, I'm going to press down on this shoulder. Does that elicit any pain response?
No pain.
What about when I tilt your head?
Mm-mm.
Okay, same thing on this side, pushing down on the shoulder.
No pain.
Tilting the head.
No, that's good.
Okay. I'm going to move this slightly to the side. I'm going to lift up once again. Does that feel all right?
Yes.
And this side.
Feels good.
Okay. I'm just going to feel everything here. Again, tell me if there's any discomfort.
No discomfort.
Okay. So I'm going to have you make a couple of motions for me, and I just want to see your range of motion.
Okay.
And then we're also going to be doing some of these moves while then resetting you to the midline. And that's going to help train your brain on how to move out of the correct posture, but then restore it and move back into it.
Okay.
So can you tilt this ear to this shoulder, please, for me? Good, good flexibility. And same thing on the other side. Okay, and I'm going to do that one more time. I'm just going to be checking the angle of that. So again, come down this way here. And to the other side. A little bit more on this side, a little more flexibility. Again, back to the center. And that makes sense because of that fact that this is tilted more this way, right? So you're having constant stretching. Okay, I want you to go forward all the way down you can. And that does extend that slight rounding of the back, and backwards all the way that you can. Good. Any pain on the front of the chest or the neck with that?
Maybe a little bit on the neck.
Just stretching or pain?
Stretching.
Okay. Again, have you do it one more time, just with measuring, so going back as far as you can is good.
Oh, sorry, this way?
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
You can start down, yes, that's perfect. And coming back the other way. Okay. So actually very good flexibility. So it's not too bad. So I think we'll be able to make some of these adjustments here now and get you to feel the midline of the body. The goal is to have your spine completely stacked, one on top of the other. And it just takes some of that pressure off of some of these ones up here that get a lot of strain because they're trying to keep the balance of the body. Our heads can weigh 10 to 20% of our body weight, so we have to support it. Right, so I want you to just take a big breath in and release. I'm going to move your head for you. I'm just finding the midline here. I'm going to unnaturally round your back here. and release. Shoulders back and release. Obviously that's quite exaggerated. We don't need to pinch the shoulders quite that much when we're comfortable, but it shows you when release naturally, how naturally rounded the shoulders are when you do release. So can you push this arm back against my hand and relax down just like that? Very good. Yep, let the arms hang to the side for now. Again, push back and relax. And relax. Again, we want to move that head. So it's right now it's sitting just a little forward. Can you try to push it back? Very good. I want you to dip your head down for me. Round the shoulders. And then open up and settle in the midline. Again, just let me make the motions here. Just slight adjustments. Again, come all the way towards me. Very good. And then can you come naturally back to the center there where I had you? How does that feel?
It feels good.
Okay. Again, moving you backwards and back forwards. So it's going to feel a little bit like, you know, you're sticking your head out backwards until you get used to that. Now let's do the same thing again where you round everything. Drop your head down to your chest. Round your shoulders forward. Really exaggerating that motion and then open up. And now settle back towards midline. Oh, very good. Okay, so the head didn't come forward nearly as far that time. That's looking very good. I'm going to take another measurement here. I'm just really liking this posture on you. So we'll see how much of a difference we made, especially that forward and back. So I think that's a little better. I'm going to measure symmetry with the calipers because they'll just give me an even finer estimation of that. So you're going to feel a little bit of cold metal. What I'm looking for is just that it's the same side to side. So from the base of the neck to the top of the skull. And still a little bit shortened and a little bit lengthened on this side. So let's continue with our work here. I'm just going to make the movements. I'm going to exaggerate. Have you come back to midline. What we want to do is lengthen this side. Try and get them even, a little less crunched up. So move your entire body this way and back to the center and back to center. Is better. Top of the ear to the shoulder here. we're seeing that. This shoulder is still slightly more forward than this shoulder. So again, push against my hand and relax. I'm just going to be keeping you from being able to move forward. So again, come back towards me and then relax. And that's where you should settle, right about there. And again, this is going to feel slightly unnatural for the first several weeks that you do this. But the goal is to have less pain. Taking that measurement again. That's better. You feel that hitting more on the same spot on the arm. I'm going to focus on the head now. I'm just looking for the balance of the head. I'm actually going to just see if the head is balanced. And we've got just a slight adjustment to make here. Better? That's best. So just completely relax now. Go down into your forward state. Head drops, neck, and then expand, hyper extension, and relax back to normalcy. We'll see if that did. It's slightly this way. Again, still just that slight extension problem, but it's looking a lot better now. I want you to bend at the waist. Don't move the body, just bend at the waist and sort of crunch forward. And come backwards. Just taking a look at that. And back to the relaxed. Because obviously you are in a slightly reclined seat here. But that is generally how we sit. So we want to be preparing and adjusting ourselves for our lives. Just looking where the shoulders are falling here. I'm just going to take the arm now. So just relax that one. I'm going to make a couple motions here. I want you to lay it down to the side. Just completely relax. Just relax it there, let it hang. Good. And just lift the shoulders slightly and relax. There should be a slight slope on the shoulders. They're not perfectly square, so lift this one up and relax. And that looks fine. Shoulder blades. So make sure that they are symmetrically protruding. So you're going to feel me right here on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the blade. Same thing on the side. Go down a little further on the blade part. I actually think that seems pretty symmetrical now. So again, just taking a look. Push the back of your head against my hand. See how that you move that backwards there?
Mm-hmm.
Try and you can find the neutral zone in the middle, but try and keep the head slightly pushed back. Mm-hmm. The neck itself back onto the body. Mm-hmm. It's a little exaggerated, so just move forward a little so you can relax. Okay. So last time, I just want you to curl everything down and then open back up and just see how that natural feeling is. Perfect. So much more symmetrical now, side to side. The shoulders, the head is midline. Straight on. Shoulders are back. Emily, how is this all feeling?
Feels good. I feel more adjusted.
More balanced, perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that is where we're going to end our session today. We don't want to do too much work, but this is just things to keep in mind. So when you're at home at your desk, you can practice making these adjustments, going down, opening up exaggerated, and settling at the midline. Also making sure to press back on your own hand to see, is my head actually backwards over my spine, or am I sort of moved forward like that?
Okay.
But otherwise, everything is looking great, and you're feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much for coming in today to your session, and we look forward to seeing you for the next one.
Thank you.